SportsLink is brought to you by Mariana's Irrigation and Landscape.
GML Baseball from the Paseo Stadium. Dodgers 2-2 on the season, taking on the unbeaten 4-0 UOG Tritons. UOG with the first at-bat of the game. Jathan Munya-Barnes singles and steals second. Barnes advances to third off a sacrifice bunt. Tritons would take the 1-0 lead after Barnes was able to reach home safely. The Dodgers tied the game in the bottom of the inning. Ryan Martinez singles. He also takes a second. Strikeout on the plate, throw to first, scores Martinez from third base. There was a short rain delay, but the ball game would continue. Dodgers scored 2 runs in the bottom of the third inning to take a 3-1 lead. They would add 2 more runs in the bottom of the 6th to take a 5-1 lead. The Tritons would add 1 more score, but eventually lose their first game of the season 5-2. With the win, the Dodgers improved to 3-2 on the season. The loss drops the Tritons to 4-1. Winning pitcher was Glenn Palomo. Ryan Martinez finished 2 for 4 at the plate with a run and 2 RBIs. Sean Munya Jr. 1 for 4 with a run and RBI. Matt Munya 1 for 3, 1 RBI. Shane Munya 3 for 4, 2 runs. Relief pitcher Aiden McDonald came in and recorded a strikeout. In the earlier game, it was the Pirates defeating the Yankees 11-4. With the win, the Pirates improved to 5-2, while the loss drops the Yankees to 3-4. In soccer news, close to 300 youth athletes and coaches took part in the AFC Grassroots Football Day Skills Festival and celebration at the Guam Football Association National Training Center. Over 100 athletes from the U8 to U12 division took part in skill stations with GFA coaches, while 12 teams from the Ford U14 boys and Kia U15 girls, Honda U17 boys divisions of the Triple J Auto Group Robbie Weber Youth League joined the celebration with games. Skill stations set up for the athletes featured 4 different skills: running with the ball, dribbling, passing, and shooting. Following completion of each skill station, athletes made their way to GFA's futsal courts for small-sided games to end the event. The AFC Grassroots Football Day Skills Festival and celebration was a great event to start off the weekend. You can see the young athletes smiling and having fun, showing off their skills to their friends, said Samson Gill, GFA Football Events Director. Issa Boys Volleyball Semifinals from the Jungle. The number 2 seed GW Geckos taking on the 3rd seed JFK Islanders. JFK led 7-2 in the first set. GW would win the first big rally of the set. Caden Apiag tied the set at 13 for GW after putting down a shot. GW scored 5 straight points to go ahead 17-13. Matthew Magaling and Carlos Montejo helped the purple and gold maintain the lead. Serving errors late in the set cost the Islanders as GW went on to take the set 25-18. The Geckos led the second set 11-4, looking to go up 2 sets. JFK rallied back to take the lead 21-18 and closed out the set 27-25. Mark Morales came up with back-to-back kills to put the Islanders up 12-7 in the third. The Geckos took the set 26-24 to go up 2-1 heading into the fourth. GW ran away with the game, taking the final set 25-14, advancing to this year's title game. The Geckos will face the Teason High Titans on Thursday for the title after Teason defeated the Ukudu Bulldogs. The championship game is scheduled for Thursday at 7 p.m. at the Teason High Gym. The Father Duenas Friars were crowned Issa Boys High School Rugby champions following their 34-0 win over the Southern High Dolphins. FD capped off a perfect season with this year's Boys Varsity Cup. Ukudu walked away with the Boys Varsity Bowl with the 14-10 win over the Simon Sanchez Sharks. Congrats to Spanaway Lake High School baseball player Nolan Babauta for winning the Varsity Defensive Player of the Year honors. Nolan wrapped up his junior season with the team, playing shortstop and pitcher. Babauta finished the season with 20 strikeouts on the mound with an ERA of 1.17. His batting average was a .407, on-base percentage .500, slugging percentage .555. He also finished the year with 1 home run, 14 RBIs, and 12 stolen bases. The Guam Rugby Union Youth Festival will take place this Saturday at the GW Field. The event will feature a co-ed flag middle school tournament, Varsity Boys 15's All-Star Match, Varsity Girls 7's All-Star Match, and JV Rising Stars Match.
The idea I mean, and all sorts of rugby things, is to create platforms for the sport to move forward, right? You know, you've seen enough of the field play, right? You do good platforms on the field and it leads to the next phase of play. I think one of the ideas that we've always strived to is making sure that our youth competition sets a good platform for player development. And actually now that's starting to pay dividends with kids and young women and men being able to go off to play at the next level in U.S. colleges. So this festival, just one more bit into that equation of making sure we've got opportunities for our athletes to keep playing so they can take their game to the next level.
Matches on Saturday will begin at 9 in the morning.
I think we're in pretty good shape with the athletes wanting to play. But I think, as you know, just like from a newsroom, right, you need more than just the talent. You need the producers and the cameramen and the rest of it. I think what we're really trying to work on is getting everybody to realize there's a role for coaches, you know, getting the coaches up more, getting our sports science guys up more, trying to get more skill for the referees and identifying younger folks to referee. I think if you look at our competitions, you'll see we're trying to do that, where we're trying to bring in some younger guys to do this kind of stuff, right? You can't just leave it to the old guys to do the organizing. So I think it's an important team effort on all phases of that. And these kinds of festivals and your kind of support and watching it is going to help us keep moving it along bit by bit.
UOG will be heading to Saipan to conduct a baseball clinic tomorrow and Friday from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Capitol Hill softball field. The event is open to all high school students ages 16 and above. The staff will also be flying to Tinian on Saturday to speak with potential athletes for the other sports programs at UOG.
We want to go out there and see the talent, but also promote the program too. Yes, we're going to do a baseball clinic, so we would like to see a bunch of 16 and older potential opportunity at UOG to attend the university, further their education, and play the athletics too. We're not only talking about baseball as well, we're also talking about the other programs that the university has to offer, such as women's soccer, volleyball, basketball, rugby.
Guinaiza Zuzu Garcia was invited to participate in the Colorado Softball Jamboree for players from across the country. Guinaiza finished her high school softball season as the 2022 JV Best Defensive Player, her second year selected as Defensive Player of the Year. She also completed her 2021-2022 Junior Varsity Softball season undefeated at 24-0. Guinaiza is the granddaughter of the late local Chamorro singer Tony Azuzu and Edith Apatang Azuzu of Mingilao. She is the daughter of Sherry Azuzu and Mercy Garcia, granddaughter of Merced and Lupe Garcia of Northern California. She batted a .459. Her on-base percentage was .545, .702 slugging percentage with 2 home runs, 32 RBIs, and 13 stolen bases. The FIBA Micronesian Cup 2022 tournament will be played at the UOG Calvo Fieldhouse June 8th through the 11th. Our men's and women's national teams are preparing to face teams from the FSM, Palau, and the NMI.
There's nothing like having your family there to yell at you, to cheer you on. The groans, the cheers. This is the best thing for us. To open up after 2 years of nothing and to be able to play at home, this is a fantastic opportunity.
It's great with the mix we have. A lot of young girls, even girls from high school, just coming out of high school, mixed with a couple of us veterans, I think will translate to success on the court, having their speed, quickness, mixed in with our knowledge of the game.
Team Guam will open up play against the NMI on Wednesday, June 8th at 4:45 in the afternoon. Their next game is scheduled for Thursday, June 9th against the FSM at 7 p.m. Our women's national team will play their third game of the tournament against Palau on Friday, June 10th at 4:45 in the afternoon.
We are a fairly young team, but I think we have the potential to win gold. This tournament is a qualifier for the Pacific Games, so we must win a gold medal. And the advantage of being at home with our home crowd and knowing and being familiar with the court, I think that's a really big advantage.
Obviously the goal is to win, but also to grow together, keep this group together all the way to Pacific Games and on, and to really just build the program.
The men have laid a path for us that we would like to follow. Our goal is gold. And then after that, to play for PG, but we got to take care of this first. We got to take care of home first. We got to make sure that we are ready to play when the games open up on June 8th.
Our goal is to work together as a team, and even with the short time that we have, to work together and to accomplish our goal to get gold as a team.
I'm just here to support, help Coach Matt and the girls carry out what needs to be done.
The Triton Athletics named their Student Athletes of the Year. Men's Soccer MVP Isaiah Macias. Student Athlete of the Year, Baseball Player and MVP Erin Guitar. Women's Basketball MVP Katrina Santos. Men's Basketball MVP Dion D. Blackman. And Women's Rugby MVP Ryan Kichicho.
SportsLink is brought to you by Mariana's Irrigation and Landscape.